congregation, thank you once again for attending our daily sermon. My friends, in these troubled times, it can be easy to forget our purpose, easy to lose sight of why we are here. But it is now, in this time of doubt, that we must remember how much our Creator loves us, that He gave us this world, the construct in which we live and love and prosper. Doubt can plague a person. It can make them question whether the Creator even exists, and yet we exist. The construct exists. All the world, all of His splendor beneath a steel sky. And I am resolute in my faith, as you should be in yours, that there is a Creator, that there is a construct, there is us, and there is nothing and no one else.
Sorry about that.
Meanie?
Yes, Llewellyn?
Is this...
A church full of robots?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I may need a minute to process that.
They're angels!
Maybe 2.
Divine entities from heaven!
They're angels! Angels! Settle down, all. Please settle down.
We should probably...
Yeah.
It's not starting.
I can see that. What's wrong with it?
I don't know. You know more about jump ships than I do. Is it broken?
It was already broken, Meanie. Now it's just not starting. Except the terminal readout says the jump drive is getting power, so what could be... balls.
Balls? What balls?
Well, the good news is it's not faulty.
Oh, that's a nice change.
No, the homing pigeon's still knackered. Something's interfering with the jump drive, suppressing its ability to create a stable dimensional WASName and allow us to traverse the universal, thingy.
That's not so much a technical explanation.
Look, there's only so many ways I can say it doesn't work, so why bother couching it in technobabble? Something's interfering with the ship, and we're stuck here till we can find out whatever it is that's keeping us from buggering off.
Don't quark matter-antimatter drives cause problems with jump drive operations?
You're right, good pull. If they're using a QMAD, we're probably aboard some kind of starliner or cruise ship or something.
A cruise ship full of robots.
Well, I don't know, it's a big multiverse. Everything's got to exist somewhere. If there's going to be a reality where robots go off on cruises and attend church and mistake humans for angels, then it might as well be this one.
Okay, so all we need to do is ask these robots to turn their engines off for a couple of minutes.
Yes.
The same robots who are out there debating whether or not we're physical manifestations of some kind of god.
Well, that can work to our advantage, surely. No reason we can't road to El Dorado our way out of this one inside of, 20 minutes? Half an hour tops.
But why do they think we're angels, though? Who'd program robots with a belief system? Don't you find this fascinating? Don't you want to learn more about this place?
No, on balance, I think I'd much rather manipulate their archaic belief system for our own ends.
Oh, come on, Lou. Where's your sense of discovery?
I haven't got one. Come on, let's go.
Where is everyone?
I requested that everyone step outside to give us time to talk. My name is Priest.
Ah, good. Great name, very concise. No doubt you can tell from our fine garments and holy vessel that we are, in fact, angels, sent by the gods themselves to...
Gods? As in more than one?
You do worship a pantheon of gods, don't you?
We have given our faith to a single creator.
That's not gonna reflect well on your final performance review, but no worries, your artificial heart is in the right place, so I'm sure it won't affect your chances of getting into heaven too much.
Oh, Lord.
Now then, take us to your engine room.
Of course, certainly. I have but one question.
Fire away.
What is an engine room?
Asim!
I am drinking, Kanan.
Yes, I know.
Do you happen to recall what I told you about my drinking, Kanan?
You said it was the only thing that made life bearable.
That's right, Kanan. And can you call to mind my exact policy towards drinking?
That anyone who interrupts your drinking for any reason would be, and I'm quoting you directly here, broken down into their core components and reassembled into a makeshift distillery?
That's it, yes. So you've got until the end of my drink here to tell me whatever it is that you want to tell me before I stop brewing hops in your torso. It's a real shame, too. You are always one of my favorites.
Asim, just shut up, will you? We've had visitors. 2 strangers arrived in the church during the middle of daily mass.
Oh, you don't still go to those things, do you? All that religious nonsense?
Did you not hear me? Strangers from outside the construct, Asim. Their vessel arrived in a flash of yellow light. They had to have come from somewhere other than the construct.
Wait. You mean...
We have the first definitive proof that the church is wrong. That there is something else. Something beyond the construct. It's just what we need to get people thinking. Maybe even leaving the church entirely.
Well, this changes everything. Certainly it means you've earned a temporary reprieve from distillerification.
There's just one problem.
And that is...
The congregation who saw the visitors arrive, they think the visitors are...
Angels have appeared in the church! Come quickly!
Oh, diodes! There's no such thing as angels!
Hasn't stopped everybody from jumping to conclusions.
Well, Kanan, we'll have to see if we can make them jump towards ours.
Oh, come on, you have bloody great big engines aboard a starship like this.
Starship?
Yes, starship. Take us to your engine room or we'll call down a plague of bees.
Bees.
Rust, then. You'll all rust in seconds, so help me gods.
Stop it! Now you're being cruel. I'm sorry.
He's no angel, I know. Neither are you. Perhaps I'm not as, how did you put it, simple-minded as you thought.
You heard that, did you?
I hear many things. In all things, I hear the whisper of our Creator, his hopes and dreams for our survival. But I also hear dissent among my people, a small but vocal voice. And it is my role as our spiritual leader to try and restore the harmony and keep the faith. It is not easy. But your presence may upset the balance.
Your people might be about to blow a logic circuit, but you're dealing with the sudden arrival of a pair of fleshy non-robots surprisingly well.
I trust in the Creator's plan.
Well, our plan is to get the heck out of here, but our ship has broken down and we can't leave until we figure out why. We thought maybe it was a starship engine.
I wish I could help you. Starship, engine, none of these things can be found within the construct.
Look, something's interfering with our ship. Maybe we should just pop out and look around for a bit.
I see word has spread of your arrival.
That's a lot of robots. It's gonna be difficult to explore the place if everybody's stopping to ask us questions about their god and the meaning of life and so on.
Fortunately, that is easily fixed. People of the construct, listen and listen well, for my words come from the Creator himself. Give us some space. All right? Cool. Cheers.
Quite the silver tongue you have there.
Ha ha, come on. Let's look around. The sooner we find out what's keeping us here, the sooner we can sod off.
Though I fear by then the damage will already have been done. Look at them all gathered around the church like...
Sheep?
No, those fluffy white fence hoppers in our dreams. Don't be ridiculous.
Still, people seem pretty convinced about the new arrivals being angels.
Well, that's people for you.
They're pretty convincing. Very alien, all soft and squishy. Hardly got any shine on their chassis at all.
Asa, Kanan, did you see the angels?
Oh, I know. Isn't it, wonderful?
I bet you two feel really foolish now, huh? Not believing in the Creator? Ha!
Ha!
I was talking to Kit earlier. He thinks they're going to start performing miracles.
Miracles?
Yeah, like repairing damaged wiring or turning water into oil.
Why?
What?
Why turn water into oil? We're not exactly running out of the stuff.
Kit said it'd be a show of the Creator's love. You know, proof of the divine or something.
By giving us an overabundance of an already plentiful resource.
What makes you think they're even capable of performing miracles?
They appeared out of thin air. That's a pretty good miracle to start off with. And when they talk, the sound comes out of that weird flappy hole in the front of their faces where their speaker grill should be. You can watch them sound out words.
Yeah?
Yeah, Kit reckons you can tell what they're saying by watching the flaps alone. He calls it flap reading. He says the Creator probably did that on purpose, so even those of us without audio input can be told the gospel.
But why wouldn't the angels just write it down?
They don't have onboard printers.
Wait, so they can't even do this?
Nope. Kit says it's to make the message more personal. Don't you think that's special?
Let me think. No.
Asa, you're such a sore loser. We finally get absolute proof of the Creator, and you're sat here sulking. Well, I'll leave you to drown in your sorrows. See ya!
He seems happy.
He seems stupid. And it's only gonna get worse.
Well, what can we do? So far as everyone's concerned, we've just had a couple of divine immortals arrive on our collective doorstep.
Caden, you may well be an actual genius.
Oh yeah?
Think about that word for a moment. Immortal. Never dying. Unending. So we end them. Separate the im from the mortal.
But, I mean, isn't that murder?
Only if they're not angels.
Well, if they're not angels, what are they?
Proof.
Well, this is all a bit rubbish, isn't it?
I think it's kind of cool. Look at the buildings. They're all made from the same kind of sheet metal.
It does have a bit of a shantytown vibe to it. Plenty of little shacks and bungalows.
More of a shanty city. We're at the far edge of the construct, and it seems to stretch on for miles. Maybe we were wrong about this being a starship. Maybe it's like a colony for robots.
I'm not convinced. Something's off. There's something about this place that reminds me of the Hub. You know, other than the strange culty vibe.
Culty?
They believe in a big robot creator. There's a little man with a funny hat trying to tell them what to think. That's basic culting. It's culting 101.
It's religion, Lou. And technically, they're right. Robots do have creators. They're creations. They were created.
Yeah, by other robots on assembly lines, who were built by other robots on assembly lines.
But all designed by people. They've got their facts right, Llewellyn. They just fudged some of the details and built a religion. It's the gravity.
The gravity.
It doesn't feel right. It's like being back on the hub. Doesn't have the right amount of pull.
Artificial gravity. You wouldn't need that on a planetary colony, which means this place has to be in space.
So it is a spaceship, which means
a QMAD engine, because this place is preposterously, unnecessarily large.
A whole city of religious robots flying through space. But who'd build it? What's the point?
No clue, don't care. If we want to leave, we'd better figure out where the engines are and what are you doing?
Listening
To the wall.
to the wall.
Meaning, you didn't drink that little bottle under the console unit, did you? Because I'm pretty sure that was a refill for a plug-in air freshener.
No. Listen, we're at the outermost walls of the construct right now. So if there are engines nearby, we should be able to hear them, or at least some kind of machinery. A computer, an oxygen, something. I mean, we can breathe, which is good, very good. It sure beats asphyxiation. But why would a starship full of robots need air, or even gravity for that matter? I can definitely hear something, but it's faint. This might be an external wall. What do you think? Llewellyn? Llewellyn? Where'd he go?
Strap our angel to the table.
I really am very sorry about this.
Strap it down.
Look, Asim, is all of this necessary? We want people to ask questions.
And what better way to get them to start than by posing the big one? How can an angel be an angel if it can die? And if an angel can die, can the creator too be destroyed? Was the creator ever even real?
But by killing it, we're giving up the opportunity to ask the big questions.
And what if it gives us the wrong answers, huh? What if it tells us that this is an angel sent by our creator? What if the creator is real after all? And we've wasted our lives doubting?
Well, then we adjust our views to fit the facts. We don't try to impose our own ideas about the world onto others.
Why not? That's all the church has done for centuries. And what are you doing?
Removing that gag and getting answers.
Oh, that's better, thank you. Kanan, cheers.
What are you gonna ask it, huh? The secrets of the universe? You think it knows the answers to your questions?
I'm a he, not an it, and I have to say, genuinely impressed by your closed-minded open-mindedness.
Shut up! I don't even know what you are.
And you never will, because you're too busy being indignant about the possibility that you might be wrong to bother finding out whether you're right. So, go on. Kill me, see if I care.
Alrighty then, Angel. Tell me this. Is there a creator? Was the construct and its inhabitants made by some other being? Or are we right? And all of this sprung from nothing?
Actually thinking about it, maybe it's better I keep the answers to myself. I mean, it's like peeking at the end of a novel. You know, you don't want me to spoil the ending, do you?
Asim, just let it go. Let's forget all this.
Oh, no. I think you are on to the right track. No harm in asking questions. Of course, the same cannot be said for failing to answer them.
Priest!
Yes, what is it?
Priest! Llewellyn, my travel partner. Is he here?
There's nobody here save for me.
He's gone missing then.
Isn't that rather jumping to conclusions?
I don't know where he is. You don't know where he is. And if that doesn't qualify as missing...
Ah, I see your point. So, where else could he be?
No idea. I asked around on my way here, but everybody was so focused on the whole hushed reverence thing, which, good for the ego, but not useful when I'm looking for a missing person.
Oh, the construct is only so big, he will turn up, I'm sure.
Could he have left the construct?
I don't understand the question.
I mean, could he have stepped out, gone outside, gone somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
Yes.
Other than the construct.
Yes! Is there anywhere else he could have gone?
Because he is an angel?
Because he's a big jerk with Olympic levels of disinterest in, everything.
The question doesn't make sense. The construct is all. There is nothing else.
What?
Construct is another word for for the universe, for everything.
So, this is it.
This is, as you say, it.
Then if there's nothing outside of the construct, where could he be?
Well, if he's missing, then maybe he... Remember that voice of dissent I told you of? They may feel threatened by your presence here.
What do you mean?
Two of our number, Kanan and Aesum, have become difficult of late, sowing seeds of doubt, campaigning to dismantle the church and repurpose the metal. They've never really let the Creator into their hearts.
Ah, they don't believe, is what you're saying.
Look, my job essentially boils down to colorful poetic imagery about the Creator and the relationship my people have with him. Grant me a little creative liberty, will you?
Do you think these two would kidnap Llewellyn? Take him somewhere?
Well, I don't know.
Priest, my friend is in trouble.
It's possible, yes.
Do you know where to find them?
They meet at Aesum's house.
Then that's where we're going. Come on.
My, this is educational. Isn't this educational, Kanan?
I really think you should stop now.
Oh, but we've learned so much. Not about the nature of our world, obviously. We've made almost zero headway there. But we have learned quite a bit about how angels are built. Why, take this here exterior casing, for example. Look at that. See, you and we are made of strong, sturdy stuff. But this casing here on this angel... See? So soft and... ew, such a mess.
You are an absolute idiot. King of the idiots. I mean, yeah, atheism, I can get behind that. I'm not particularly religious myself, but this is more than that. It's not just about you being right. It's about all those people out there being wrong.
Jason, don't! Stop it!
Oh, but we haven't gotten to the fun stuff yet. We've spent too much time focusing on the limbs, and hardly any with the middle or the head.
Who programmed you? No, really, who creates a colony of religious robots and then decides the one thing that's missing is an insecure, homicidal madman? Did somebody look at the infinite number of Earths covered in humans killing each other over whether or not someone put them there to kill each other and think to themselves, let's do that, but flip it? Who profits from your existence?
Where did you come from?
Oh, piss off, will you? Either kill me or don't. Stop buggering about.
Very well. We know angels can bleed, but now... We know angels can bleed, but... Oh, for what now?
There's someone at the door.
I know there's someone at the door. Tell them to shut off. I'm kinda in the middle of a thing here.
Aesum, it's...
You.
I tried to tell you. It's the twins.
Aesum.
Catch it, quiet. If you're collecting funds to fix the church roof, gotta say you're asking the wrong people.
Sister Choir and I are concerned. Quite concerned. Rumors spread that you were holding one of the angels captive. We know you struggle accepting the love of our Lord, the Creator, into your heart. And this is why you have turned upon the angel, to punish it for representing something you cannot, or will not, believe in.
Well, this isn't creepy at all.
And you've come to stop me, have you?
On the contrary, Aesum, we'd like to help. We believe that the angels pose a threat to us, that they are not angels at all, but yet another trial sent to us by the Creator to test our faith in Him. So to show our devotion to the Creator, we have decided that it would be best for the construct if we killed the false angels ourselves.
Oh! Well, I'm kind of, I'm doing that. I'm killing them right now. That's what I'm doing. Like right now.
Yeah, I think I'm basically covered for murdering, thanks.
Neither of us object to your actions. However, we do object to your intent. Killing the false angel because of doubt in your own heart. This would not please the Creator. We strongly feel, that the act should be completed by persons of faith, so that the Creator might gaze upon the act and say, oh, yeah, they totally nailed that one. Good job, guys.
So, you want to kill him to please the Creator?
Yes.
And not because you're worried he might say something that proves that there is no Creator and that your belief system is a lie.
We assure you, the very thought hadn't even crossed our minds.
If I might interject, honestly, I get it, I do, but I think we're at a real risk of running into a too many cooks scenario here. I mean, there's already 2 people here to murder me, which frankly is at least 1 person too many.
I'm actually not that involved.
He's not actually that involved in my murder. Lovely that.
We'd also like to point out that Priest is on his way here with the other angel. No doubt they will attempt to stop you, to stop us, if they arrive before the deed is done.
Well, we can't just do it here now. They'd still have us.
We know of a place, a secret and sacred place, where we can complete the deed without interruption. We are more than happy to assist by carrying and restraining the false angel as we move to the location.
Alrighty, fine. But when we get there, we're gonna have a serious conversation about who gets to actually kill it.
Oh yes, please do. A nice, long conversation.
Please stop! You can't do this! Just let him go!
Oh, my mind is set, Kanan. There's no stopping us now.
Then I won't be any further part in this.
No, you won't.
What are you? No, don't come any closer. No, please! No!
Can't you go any faster?
I'm going as fast as I can. I am many cycles old, you know. One of the first to come online.
What do you mean?
Oh, not everyone in the construct came online at once. We came online gradually, awakening one by one. No knowledge or understanding of the world in which we've been born into. But some, a select few, like myself, heard the whisper of the Creator on the wind, and we forged our society upon those words. Ah, this is the place.
Okay, cover me. I'm going in.
Cover what?
Let my friend go, you stupid! Oh my god.
Kanan!
He's practically been torn to shreds!
Oh, but still alive.
Priest, Aetham, and the twins.
Save your breath, my child.
What breath? He's a robot.
Poetry, girl, poetry.
They took the angel somewhere secret.
Where, Kanan? Where did they take him?
I see numbers. Signs and these angels.
He's gone. I mean, I think he's gone. It's hard to tell. He's off, I guess.
May his current alternate with the Creator in the place where such things occur.
Priest, where could Llewellyn be? Where else could they possibly have taken him?
I don't know. But if the twins are involved, he's in considerable danger. Wait, something has changed.
Where? Here?
In the Creator's voice.
Oh, we don't have time for this!
He speaks in all things, Thomas Meany.
How do you know my full name?
I hear his voice on the wind. It has shifted, distorted. I think he's trying to lead us to your friend. Follow me.
This whole day is bananas.
Asim, please, stop pressing those buttons. You're interfering with the Creator's voice. And this is a sacred place.
It's a cockpit.
And just how long have you known about this here room?
It's a cockpit, though.
The Creator made it known to us. His voice whispered from out of the shadows, drawing us in, leading us here.
But what is it?
It's a cockpit.
Cock what? Shut up, will you?
But it is. It's a cockpit. For a cargo ship. Oh, so much makes sense now. Bloody hell. You lot are in for a real surprise.
But you're not, because you're gonna die.
No, you're right. Fair's fair. So, which one of you's going to do it then?
Well, I am, obviously.
Your intentions are impure in nature. Only we can end its life in a manner that will appease the Creator.
A very compelling argument from the twins there. Asim, your rebuttal.
Well, you know, killing it will only prove that there is something beyond the construct. You'd be proving yourselves wrong, undoing your own belief system.
Not so. We would purge the memory of destroying the false angel, then purge all knowledge of the false angels from the citizens of the construct. We have done this before, and we will do it again.
Blimey, and I thought Asim had the market cornered on willful ignorance.
It is not ignorance, it is truth. A truth that transcends mortal concerns such as facts.
Thank heavens you haven't moved into politics. The colony wouldn't stand a chance.
What?
You were right, priest! It was a door!
I thought you said that no one would find us here.
This is not our doing.
The Creator himself led me here. I heard his voice.
Babbling like the brook, wheezing on the wind. Yes, lovely. Meanie, you know where we are, right?
Yes! It's a cockpit! Oh my god!
This is your god?
No. Don't you get it? We're in the cockpit of a T-21X cargo ship. My dad used to pilot one of these for Safeway.
The supermarket?
Yeah! The T-21X is a cargo-carrying behemoth, designed to carry as much as possible in one go. So there's a basic cockpit, which is where we are. Super basic. Doesn't even have a viewport. They just use a simulated display. The bulk of the ship, though, massive cargo hold. Essentially a distribution center with a propulsion system.
Which explains the QMAD drive. It's the only thing with enough power to propel this thing forward in space.
Yeah! So, my guess is they were carrying a few hundred robots somewhere, something went wrong, and... I bet if I access the black box record...
What is it? I'm strapped down with my back to the main part of the cockpit. I can't see.
The pilot's still... The pilot's sort of still here.
What do you mean, sort of?
Well, he's mostly here. He's a little... squelchy. Let me just slide past you there, Mr. Pilot. Right. Once I press this button, the origin of the entire robot world will finally be revealed.
The twins have me!
Touch that button and priest dies.
Oh, now you're just being stupid. He's your religious leader. You're not going to kill him. Think of how people would react.
They won't know it happened. They won't even know he existed. So if you value his life,
Nope.
you'll step away from
the controls.
Oh, they've gone limp.
Good taste prevents me from pointing out that that's what she said.
What happened to them?
They were connected to the Wi-Fi, the ship's wireless network. I was able to shut them down remotely. Looks like some robots like Priest and the twins are linked up somehow. That explains how they hear the voice of the Creator. The system's been playing a snippet of the final black box recording on a loop. Let me patch it in.
Say, heat everyone, say, heat everyone.
That's
say,
him!
everyone, say,
That's the Creator! In all things I hear that voice! Keep everyone safe!
Yeah! And if we spin back and play the full recording...
This is Cargo Pilot McFadden reporting, filling in for Hollins, who I guess forgot he had a shift today. Never mind. The cargo from Weiso Robotics is loaded up into the hold. 1,200 robots of varying models to be delivered to Earth for programming. Warming up the QMAD while I perform final pre-flight checks.
Controller McFadden, I'm picking up a phase variance in your QMAD singularity generator.
Copy that, Control. It's relatively minor. We should Probably schedule her for a servicing after I complete the delivery. Okay. Pre-flight complete. Engaging engines. Oh, Control, I have critical engine failure over here.
McFadden, your QMAD's power is building exponentially. You've got to shut it down.
Negative, Control. If I shut her down, she'll detonate. We'll lose the entire facility. But I can't let her take off. If I hit the Earth, I'll obliterate all life on the entire planet. Why do we even use these engines? They're terribly designed.
Well, you've got to think fast. You're about 10 seconds from maximum overdrive.
I'm changing my course into outer space. You'll lose the ship and the cargo, but it should keep everyone safe. Of course, I'll be killed by the QMAD wave dispersal. Wow, these engines are just hot garbage, huh? Okay, course adjusted. Tell my Wi-Fi. Password to my roommate. It's Hot Dog Lover 69. All one word. Lowercase.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he say hot dog lover or hot dong lover?
Wait, what? Why?
Well, I need it in order to update the scripture.
Get me out of this stupid gurney so we can go.
Oh, yes, of course.
And so, your ship shot out into deep space, where the various robots in the storage containers began to activate, probably jump-started by the QMAD wave dispersal. And without programming, you had nothing to guide you, except the voice of your, creator.
But we really were created by a more powerful being than ourselves.
Yeah, well, kinda. Bigger robots working on assembly lines.
Who were probably assembled by robots, who were also built by robots, who were built by other robots. It's robots all the way down.
So, the foundation of our belief system.
Look, your beliefs, the rituals, the iconography, it's all stupid, but that's what makes it a religion. And without that, you have to accept the reality of it all, that there's no one listening to you. Nobody cares when you're happy or healthy or rich or poor or alive or dead. There's just this, just you, until the day you die.
But it turns out that's okay, because you can listen to each other, care about each other, look after each other. You weren't wrong about the construct and the people living here being made by a creator. You just messed up some of the specifics.
So, where did you come from?
Oh, same thing, an assembly line. It's a little fleshier, but we all come out of a chute at the end in more or less the same shape. Come on, Meanie.
It seems your traveling companion doesn't believe in anything. Perhaps not even himself.
Yeah, well, we all have our demons.
What do you believe in, Thomas Meany?
I don't know. Never really thought about it. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with believing in things. Belief can get you through some tough times, you know? And in the end, belief's just another word for hope.
Such as the hope that you will return home someday.
Yeah, huh. But I think some people cling rigidly to their beliefs. Asim and the twins wanted to kill Llewellyn because they were too rigid and too scared to accept the possibility that maybe they were wrong. You gotta be flexible, and you gotta be open to new ideas, new beliefs. Oh no, you're not gonna worship us as your gods after this, are you?
No.
Good, because that would be so lame.
Just be you, you know? Be happy and take care of each other. Wait, you never told me how you knew my first name?
Take care of each other. Yes. Robots all the way down. What an interesting philosophy.
You have been listening to Jump Leads Episode 3, Belief, written by Ben Padden, featuring the voices of Marissa Mizell, Ben Padden, Amber Aviles, Chris Storman, and Dino Andrade. with special guest star Connor Andrade. Hi, Connor! Editing and sound design by Ben Padden. The Jump Ship engine sound was created by Sean Lyle. The theme music is by Professor Shy Guy. Find out more about Professor Shy Guy at shyguy.website.
The next time we see a church full of anything, robots, people, scallops, whatever, I am turning around and getting back in the flurry, whether you join me or not.
Uh-huh.
I'm not kidding, I'll take off without you. I am not getting strapped to a bloody massage table again. Are you even listening to me? You seem preoccupied.
I don't know how priests knew my name.
It's written on your uniform.
What?
The script editor was Mandy Okendo. This episode was directed by Austin Lee Matthews and produced by Dino Andrade, Mandy Okendo, and Ben Padden. If you have enjoyed the show, please consider leaving a positive review on Apple Podcasts and sharing the show on social media. You can also read the original webcomic at jumpleads.zone and support production of the show by going to patreon.com/Ben Padden.